it's me, Alex. Well, guys, holy moly, the first thing you're gonna notice is the voice drop. Let me tell you, scaring the shit out of me. No, obviously, I was expecting it, the voice drop, but let me just start off the video right. This is my 6-month on T update. I know I said I wanted to do them monthly, but there was something that happened in the beginning of the year that caused me to not do them the way I wanted to, which I will get a little bit more into later. But obviously, the first thing you're going to notice is the voice drop. I use this app called the Voice Pitch Analyzer, and it marks. So they basically give you like an excerpt to read, and is that even the right word? Excuse me. I don't speak English at all. Lived in the U.S. my entire life, but I don't speak English. I think it's excerpt. Whatever. Anyway, they give you this little thing to read, and it records your voice, and it tells you how many megahertz or whatever that your voice is at. I've gotten a new phone since I've started T, so my original information has been deleted. It's gone. But I remember where it is, so I'm going to grab that picture of where it is now, and I'm going to mark with a marker where it was when I started. And I'm going to put it into the video so you can see where it is. I'm going to do that right now. So as you can see, it's dropped significantly. The top portion, I don't even remember what color it is now, but the top portion of color is the female range, the average female range, which you can see I was when I first started T. And then there's like that thin middle range, which is like the androgynous level, which I was at for no longer than a week and a half. And then it dropped pretty quickly into the male range, and it's continued to drop. But yeah, that's the biggest change, as you can see, or hear, I should say. Other changes that I've noticed, I have some thickening, or not thickening, but darkening hair in about this range on either side. And here, I have some darkening mustache hairs coming in here for sure. I have a handful or two coming in here on the chin. The acne is coming in full force. I didn't have acne the first couple months, but I do now, and I'll explain why I think that happened in a minute too. So what happened in the beginning of the year is the first couple months of T, it was like the first 2 months of T, everything was going fine. It was perfect. And then I think it was late January, early February, where I started to notice that my throat felt like it was closing. Constantly felt like I was choking. But at first I thought it was just like my normal average cold that I get every year at the same time. So I didn't think anything of it. But after about 2.5 weeks, and it didn't go away, that's when the panic started to set in. And with my anxiety disorder, it hit full force. To the point where I couldn't even get out of bed. I ended up missing a lot of work the beginning of the year. It was bad, and it hit me hard. I ended up going to see 3 or 4 different doctors. Ended up in the emergency room, where they told me that I had a severe sinus infection, which is what I thought it was in the first place, but my first couple doctors didn't see it or whatever. So after a vigorous course of antibiotics and other medications, it cleared up a little bit. And from there, it slowly started to get better. But during those months, it was like 6 weeks that I was like this. It was the worst 6 weeks of my life. I had actually stopped my testosterone injections because we didn't know if it had anything to do with the testosterone. So we stopped it. So I was off the testosterone injections for about 6 weeks. And the only reason I'm counting this as 6 months is because during those 6 weeks, I experienced changes still. I think actually during those 6 weeks is when my voice dropped the most. And I think that might have something to do with the first couple weeks I was on testosterone. I was actually on a higher dose than my doctor had prescribed. Don't ask me why. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. But I think the buildup of that extra testosterone in my system kind of lingered for those 6 weeks that I was off. So I'm still calling this my 6 months on testosterone because, like I said, I experienced most of my changes actually during those 6 weeks. But when I got back on testosterone after everything cleared up for the most part, that's when the acne came in. I did not have acne the first few weeks that I was on testosterone. I just had my normal acne that would come once a month during that time, but nothing major. This past month and a half, just full blown acne. And it sucks because my skin is so sensitive that I can't use a lot of the easy basic acne treatments, like the Neutrogena, like that will just dry out my skin, and so I can't really use those. I did find this stuff the other day that I haven't even tried yet. I should probably do that. But it's for sensitive skin, so I should try that. I'm gonna try it on a portion that isn't visible as much to see how it reacts with my skin first, and then if all goes well, then I'll start treating my whole face. But yeah, that's when the acne came in full force, was when I got back on the testosterone injections. But for the most part, yeah, this is my 6 month update. The voice drop, obviously. The hair, I wish you could see the mustache. The mustache is really dark. You can see it pretty good in person. In my 8 or 9 hairs on my chin. But yeah, this is my 6 months. I just wanted to update you guys on everything that happened, why there wasn't updates. Obviously to show you what has happened in the past 6 months. So again, this is my 6 month update. I feel like I'm repeating that over and over. Whatever. But yeah, here it is. Just wanted to give you guys some intel. So this is it. Peace.